lift, 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 right, class, hold, class, take a seat.
All right, good morning. My name's Logan Lane, and I'm the Director of Instructional Programs here at the Florida Public Safety Institute. On behalf of Executive Director Janet Hartman, we welcome you here today for the graduation of BRC 604. Before we start the program, I'd like to recognize two of the WCI family members that passed this week. We pray for the families, friends, and the FDC staff in this time of loss. Let's have a moment of silence for Lieutenant Joseph Van Such IV and Officer Tiffany Lane. Thank you. I'd like to recognize our distinguished guests this morning. We have Warden Timothy Mills. Welcome, sir. Regional Training Manager Michael White. Assistant Bureau Chief Kevin Pierce, and other members of the WCI staff. I know we have a lot of proud family members here today, and we welcome you, and we're happy that you're here. I'd also like to recognize our instructors that are present this morning. You'll notice them here in the red shirts. Could I get all of you to stand, those who aren't in their red shirts, who are instrumental in helping this class achieve these goals that they've set out to do. Will my recruit veterans stand, please? You'll notice the medallions around their neck. They're uniquely identified that way. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. If I could get any veterans or current active duty members in the audience, if you're here, please stand so we can recognize you as well. Thank you. I'd like to recognize our future recruit graduates before we get too far into this. You guys started with this class, and you guys are here to support them today. I want to give you the motivation and the encouragement to continue your path. And for the folks that are here, these are our recruits that had some adversity during the academy, whether it be a personal life matter or they had an injury. But Ms. Robinson has vowed that she will get them through, and they will pass the state exam and be ready to work soon. So thank you for being here. So to our graduating recruits, today marks a significant milestone in the lives of these men and women seated before us. They have chosen a path that demands integrity, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to serve and protect their communities. Over the past months, these recruits have been tested physically, mentally, and ethically. They've studied law, practiced tactics, and learned the value of teamwork and accountability. They've been challenged to think critically, act decisively, and lead with compassion. Today they stand ready not just as graduates, but as guardians of our community. I'd like to also mention that all 24 of our graduates today on the first attempt of the state exam passed it. And that for the family members here, that's a remarkable feat that they've accomplished. I'm pretty confident that if we would have had the rest of you guys in there at the same time, you would have been ready to go too. I promise you that when you get there, you'll do 100% as a group as well. So thank you. Let me call Zamaya Blackman to the stage to deliver our invocation.
Good morning. Will everyone bow their heads at this time? Today we gather to recognize and celebrate Class BRC 604, a group that has shown commitment, resilience, and a determination to see this journey through. This moment represents the time, effort, and discipline it took for each of us to stand here today. Not as individuals alone, but as a class that stayed the course and met the challenge together. As we step forward from this academy, may we continue to carry the bonds we built, the lessons we've learned, and the determination we've proven into everything we do. Thank you. Amen.
Good morning. I am Chiquita Robinson. I had the honor to be the Criminal Justice Instructional Coordinator, the coordinator for CO BRC 604. At this time, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance by Mr. Abel Santiago.
Good morning. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Take a seat.
Good morning again. Next on the program, we'll obviously have a guest speaker, Mr. Michael White. And as he come up, I'm going to read his bio. If you open your program, it's there as well to follow along. Mr. Michael White is the current Regional Training Manager for the Florida Department of Correction, beginning his career in April 1994 as a correction officer at Holmes Correctional Institution. Mr. Michael White has amassed more than 3 decades of experience with the Florida Department of Corrections. Over the course of his career, he advanced through the ranks, serving as both sergeant and lieutenant at multiple institutions, including Graceville Correctional Facility and the Northwest Florida Reception Center. As staff development coordinator, he played a pivotal role in leading and implementing innovative training programs that have enhanced staff performance and preparedness throughout Region 1. In July of 2016, Mr. Michael White was promoted to Regional Training Manager, where he continues to exemplify and lead with integrity and professionalism. In this role, he oversees academy and institutional training programs, and he remains dedicated to the growth and success of our correctional staff across the department. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm going to start things off by doing something just a little bit different. I know we are here to celebrate the graduating class this morning, but they couldn't do it alone. So this time, if I get the class to stand up and turn around and face your family and friends. Class, I want y'all to take a good look. That is those that will support you through thick and thin, your good days, your bad days, the ones that you'll go home to at the end of a bad day of work, and will always make sure you're all right. So remember what they done to get you here, why you do this, and let's give them a hand for supporting you and helping you to get here. All right, y'all may turn around and be seated. Thank you. As I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about to the class this morning, I thought about things that you've probably already been taught: accountability, attitude, appearance. And I thought, what could I give you that's something different? So I thought about things that helped me throughout my career. And I wanted to bring some of that to you because this is a career. This isn't something that you're going to do for a few months and go somewhere else. We are invested in y'all, and we hope y'all are invested in us and want to do this for a long period of time. So one of the things I want to start off with is perfect practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And you're going to be practicing this career as you go now to the compound, you're going to have to be practicing for a little while. You're not going to go in knowing it all. And that's one thing I want y'all to understand. You've done a great thing getting to this point, but there's still more to learn. I've been in this business almost 33 years now, and I'm still learning because things are constantly changing. So always be willing to practice, but practice perfectly. Know your policies and procedures. Know the rules and the things that you're allowed to do and are supposed to do, when you can do it. Don't take other people's word for it. Become a master of your craft, just like any pro player in the sports field would do. Do that in this field because it is that important, and it will help you as you progress. The next thing is patience, and that's a big one. As humans, we are not endowed with patience most times, and as correctional officers, it can get even worse. So I always want to encourage you to practice patience, not only at work, because at work you need to de-escalate with inmates, correct? You have to have that professional form of communication, which you can't have if you've lost your patience and you lose your cool. But not only at work, but at home. Too many times I've seen officers that have had a bad day at work and they go home and they take it out on their family because they don't have anywhere else to take it out at. Can't do that. That family that you just applauded for helping you to get to this point, they're there to support you. So don't take your bad days out on them. Get you a hobby. Get you some way of releasing that and practicing relaxation so that you can have patience at work and at home. And always remember that they love you and don't deserve to be having their bad days taken out on them. The last one is perseverance. Anything that you do for any length of time, if it's a marriage, a relationship with a significant other, if it's a career, anything that's going to last for any length of time is going to have its ups and it's going to have its downs. You can't celebrate the good times and then want to run every time you have a bad time. You're going to have to persevere through that. So the times that things are down, remember the good times. If you don't like the way things are going today, stick around. Today or tomorrow, the next day, things will change. Things will get better. As you were a teenager growing up, things weren't always good. You had bad days, but yet here you are. A career is the same way. Work yourself through those bad days, come out on the other side, and things will be good. So don't just give up just because things get bad. Persevere and make it through. I want to talk to you about work-life balance. I firmly believe that I want you to do the best in this career for you, not for your family, not for the Department of Corrections, but I want you to do the best that you can for you. And if you do that, your family, the agency, we will all benefit from that. And in order to do that best, you have to maintain that work-life balance, and it will help you to persevere. It'll help you with your patience, and it'll help you to have a place to get away when things are bad. Next, dealing with mistakes and getting experience. You've got knowledge. You've just spent the last 3 months gaining knowledge. But is knowledge experience? Is it wisdom? It's not. We gain our experience by making mistakes and learning from it. So by all means, you're going to make mistakes, understand that, but learn from them. As you learn, you gain experience, and that experience is what will carry you through to your next level. Right now, you may have an idea of what your next level is going to be, what you think it's going to be, but I encourage you to be flexible. The Department of Corrections has lots of opportunities. When I was sitting in a seat similar to yours in 1991, I had no earthly idea what I wanted to do. Not long after starting, I wanted to be a warden. But through opportunities that arose, I became an instructor instead. I found a passion that I didn't know I even had, that it existed in me. So be flexible and don't be rigid in what you want. Let things kind of come to you as they will, because if you do your job, you show up to work, opportunities will come, and be willing to accept them whenever they do come. And I'll end with this. I'm a religious man, so I like ending on Bible verses, and this is a popular one. Matthew 5:9 says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God." But notice it says peacemakers. A lot of times it's interpreted as peacekeepers. But I like peacemakers because peacekeepers indicates there's already peace there. A lot of times in our personal lives and in our work life, we have to be the makers of peace. It's not easy, but that is the thing that we need to strive towards. Rather, communication, de-escalation, patience. We need to be the peacemakers of everyone around us so that things run a lot more smoothly and we can all have less stress. Thank you, and God bless you.
Mr. White. Mr. White, for serving as guest speaker for CO BRC 604 at Pat Thomas Law Enforcement Academy, on behalf of the staff and FIPSI as whole, we want to present you with this appreciation. Peacemakers. That was beautiful. Thank you, Mr. White, again. At this time, we'll call President Farmer as class speaker.
Good morning. Graduates, instructors, family, and honored guests. 604. Today marks a turning point, not just the end of your training, but the beginning of your responsibility. Every one of you came into this academy with a reason, but what matters more is that you stayed. You pushed through the pressure, the discipline, and the moments that tested you. That tells me something important. You're not just capable, you're committed. And that's exactly what this profession demands. Because working in corrections is more than just a job. It's a role that requires discipline, awareness, and accountability every single day. You are stepping into an environment where the decisions matter, your presence matters, and how you carry yourself matters. There won't always be recognition. There won't always be easy days. Some moments will challenge your patience, your judgment, and your character. You've earned your place here today, but the reputation you build from this point forward, that's on you. It's built shift by shift, decision by decision. So show up ready, stay disciplined, carry yourself with professionalism in everything you do. Because years from now, people won't remember this ceremony, but they remember how you showed up on the job. Whether you were dependable, whether you were solid, whether you were someone they could count on. That's what matters. So be proud of what you've accomplished, but stay focused on what's ahead. Stand tall, stay sharp, and never forget the responsibility that comes with the badge. Congratulations, and go earn it. Thank you.
I would like to say on behalf of your class, from FIPSI staff, and definitely from Ms. Robertson and Ms. Williams, want to tell you thank you. Mr. Farmer did an awesome job as class president. Everyone agree, right? Okay? So, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Farmer. All right, at this time, we will present the awards. First award is going to go to the Executive Director's Award. To fulfill the requirements for this award, not just the person that's going to receive it, but I want to make sure that everyone understands what each recruit, in order to sit here today, had to accomplish and succeed. In compliance with the standards established by the Criminal Justice Standard and Training Commission, all basic recruit students must successfully complete 460 hours for the training program. This comprehensive curriculum includes 11 courses and 3 identified as high liability. That's going to be defensive tactics, firearms, and first aid. To fulfill the requirements for graduation, recruits must achieve a minimum score of 80% on every test, all written examinations, and they must demonstrate competency in each high liability skill area. I also want to note that BRC 604 average as a class was 92%. The Executive Director's Award is presented to the student who exemplified academic excellence by earning a cumulative grade point average of 98.33%. That is going to be Mr. Andrew Henry. Next will be our Top Gun Award. Yes, sir.
Good morning. My name is Mark Graves. I'm the Vehicle Ops Coordinator here at Florida Public Safety Institute. First of all, on behalf of all your high liability instructors, especially the boys, men and women that put up with y'all in firearms, which was a challenge, was it not? For those 2 weeks, they wanted me to tell you thank you and congratulations, because y'all did a fine job, all right? All right, firearms proficiency is one of the critical high liability components of the academy training. Each recruit must demonstrate precision, discipline, and control to successfully complete this vital portion of the program. While all students met the required standards, one distinguished themselves through exceptional skills and consistency on the range. So to get the Top Gun Award, this individual did daylight qualification 38 out of 38, 2 times. You have to do it back to back, and he did a fine job of it. Low light, only missed 1 out of 18 rounds. Written exam, missed 1 out of 50 questions. Come up here, Mr. Santiago.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Sam Garrig, the Defensive Tactics Coordinator here at FPSI, and I have the privilege of teaching these officers for what I hear are the 2 absolutely best weeks of the Academy. Defensive Tactics includes 1.5 classroom days to get all the book material, review, and take a written exam. The class spends the remaining 70 hours learning and practicing 30 different strikes, takedowns, ground grappling skills, and beating the heck out of each other in the process. Of course, the highlight of this time is everybody's favorite day of training, pepper spray day. So, yes. Disclaimer, if there are tears in the video of the class, they are tears of joy. screams, enthusiasm, and excitement. The Defensive Tactics Award is not necessarily given to the individual who is the biggest or strongest, but to the person who demonstrated the best technical proficiency while performing the techniques, passed the physical testing portion of the class with no mistakes, displayed a positive attitude toward DT, worked well with teammates, scored well on the exam, and pushed his or her physical limits throughout DT. The Defensive Tactics Award for BRC 604 goes to Becker Pinnell.
Next award is Most Improved Physical Fitness Award. Physical fitness is a part of our training program since 2008. Recruits participate in 3 one-hour sessions each week. They engage in a variety of conditioning drills designed to build strength, endurance, and overall physical readiness. Within this physical assessment is push-ups, sit-ups, 1.5-mile run, a vertical jump, and a 300-meter sprint. While all recruits demonstrated growth and determination throughout the academy, one individual made particularly remarkable strides. That's going to be Mr. Christopher Hines. Next award is Top Physical Fitness Award. This is presented to the student who achieved the highest score across all areas of physical training throughout the academy. This individual was consistent. They demonstrated strength, endurance, and once again, that athletic performance, and they beyond just set the standard for excellence in physical fitness. And for the first time, this was a complete tie from down to the second. 2 recruits. That's going to be Mr. Becker Pinnell and Malik Dublin Thompson. Warden Mills.
Good morning. Lieutenant Arthur Barnes was a member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office from 1987 to 2011. He worked while dealing with a blood disorder, sickle cell anemia, and the complications that it created within his body. Lieutenant Barnes was a dedicated and loyal employee to the citizens of Leon County. Lieutenant Barnes lost his battle on July 17, 2011, just 3 days after his 46th birthday. The Lieutenant Arthur Barnes Memorial Award is given to the recruit that most exemplifies the qualities and characters of Lieutenant Arthur Barnes. These are integrity, compassion, loyalty, commitment, firmness, and fairness. The recipient of the Lieutenant Arthur Barnes Memorial Award goes to John Williams.
this time, we'll have class video. I also want to take this time to recognize the class officers. So everyone already know President Farmer, but I definitely wanted to take the moment to tell Paris Banks and Ms. Mary Saylor, thank you for not only keeping attendance from PT, but every day you all were a text or a call away. And Ms. Robinson, I appreciate you both, okay? Sergeant at Arms, please prepare your class for certificates.
Class, attention. Right face. Forward, march. Left, 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 right, right, 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 left, 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 right.
Travis Bells. Paris Banks. Zamaya Blackman. Tashdale Brunius. Malik Dublin Thompson. Lorena Edward. Christian Esquivel. Alex Farmer. Robert Freema. Matthew Green. Andrew Henry. Christopher Hines. Keith Hudson. Rodrigo Isaza. Stephen King. Andrew McCarthy. Brianna Murph. Brittany Newland. Benjamin Parrish. Becker Pinnell. Kimberly Ross. Mary Saylor. John Williams. Abel Santiago.
Class, attention.
Sergeant at Arms, please prepare your class for a code of conduct.
I
One more time for BRC 604. Awesome job. Extremely proud of you all. At this time, we will call Mr. Travis Bell for benediction.
Good morning. The journey's been fun, huh? BRC 604, our journey reminds me of one word: perseverance. To achieve success despite difficulty. And for the last 13 weeks, we've embodied that definition. Whenever we leave formation, we boldly say, one team, one mission. BRC 604, I pray that our mission continues as we persevere and succeed in our careers and our life. Thank you.
All right, we're at the part you guys wanted to get to, the end. So, for the families and the staff members, the one thing that I like to say right here at the end is just, we get them for 3 months. I get a little jealous. My prior job here was as a coordinator, and I get a little jealous of our coordinators because they build such a relationship with these recruits during that time. And I come in and I get to speak with you when you first get here in orientation. I get to give you the last words before you go. So I think the biggest thing I like to send you off with is that when you do the job, treat everybody with dignity and respect, okay? And then operate with fairness and reasonableness. If you do those things, you'll be successful in this job. Whether it's law enforcement, corrections, correction probation, those are the fundamentals of what we do every day. We're taking people at their worst moment in their lives sometimes, and it's how we treat them that may give them the motivation to rehabilitate, to get back into society, to become good members of society. So for the last time, Sergeant at Arms, release your class.
Class, attention. Class, fall out.
One team, one mission. Congratulations.